recording?
Hey, pause. What the
Okay.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Listen up.
What up? My name is Taxi Erosh is in the building. We are the JUS Kidding Podcast, and we are live from the Kyoko Art Gallery as usual. And it looks like Leo is a dreaded thing.
Yeah, it's
from the door to the gate.
Baddest.
Baddest.
Kwanza unajua wale walikuwa sema sijui don't have to be dread to be rasta. Kwanza nyinyi endeni mtengeneze nywele.
Take two seats.
But also unajua walikuwa na Madrid, silikuwa Morgan Heritage.
Yes.
But I mean, come on man, we have charisma.
Yes man. Yes.
Mbona unajitanga
Unafilaje?
Charisma. Manze mimi na energy guys. Mimi a big ball of energy. Sumbua. Mimi ni sumbua.
Unasema hivyo when I was calling you before the show started, Erosh was like, please tell him not to dance as he comes.
That's why alikuwa achelewa, alikuwa like
Nilikuwa na dance. Hey bro, unaacha niambie iku dance ndo ni kama mademo anafurahianga hiyo kitu. Sasa niligundua hivyo na nikaendelea tu kudance. Mzee manze kuimba Erosh pia anaimba vizuri na mtu ananishinda sasa. Wacha niongeze
uko na something.
unachocha sana. Lakini hapo kwa kudance hapo umeweza juu hapa. Bila jua watu wengi sana hawezi dance.
Unasema ni nani? Unasema ni
Kwani
nani?
ujaenda
Watu
show
ni
za
wengi
Erosh?
hawezi dance, watu ni wengi.
Dance.
Mimi at least you know me I try.
Unajaribu Erosh uko sawa.
Anyway, kwanza before tuanze kurant, before tuanze kukasirika.
Yes.
Kwanza tuanze tu na hiyo ngoma yako mpya.
Yeah.
Mazee mbithi, mazee sijui mlitoana wapi but
Yeah.
that's a fire combination.
Hapo ndo
Manze.
kwa post production naika fire baby.
Yes, fire baby. Acha ni show manze. I think manze mimi naanza tu kurant sahi.
Pole. Unajua lazima show ianze, lazima kukuwe na dynamics.
Acha basi nijifanye. I mean, mi chenye naweza sema ni industry yetu iko na so much of that.
Yeah.
And even better.
Yeah.
Industry yetu imejaa talent as in to levels that people can't even understand and fathom. But no one gives anyone an opportunity. As in us guys, young artists are really struggling to make a name for ourselves because the industry is not accommodating us. Na kuna wasana tu cock block tu. Kuna mse ako mahali kazi yake ni kuona vile atafanya tu ase wa hold kwa sababu yana feel intimidated by the fact that you know when I look at Mbidhi especially as a rapper, I ask myself why isn't anyone holding his hand to see how he can get Mbidhi to that point.
Because he's really dope.
He's really dope.
Like ngoma zake zote,
ngoma
zote ni kali.
Zote ni badass tu.
Kuna msee aliandika comment kwa page aliuliza mbona umse si elite rapper Kenya.
Lakini alitoka wapi? Honestly, alitoka wapi?
But the funny thing, because that mimi I knew him last year. When I think when I came out. Lakini ukiangalia like on his YouTube, he's been pushing
so
bro.
And you see
He's always had material, like good material.
Problem na hiyo ndo kitu nimeshinda nikiambia manze hii Kenya ni kama hakuna msichana lazima ufanye kazi yako peke yako ndo make it. Erosh acha tuachane na Mbidhi. Wewe una ngoma ngapi YouTube noma na videos kali?
Cheki hii podcast. Wewe ndio guest.
Mimi sitaki kujua Erosh.
Unasikia? Wewe usikuja kuchatisha hapa tu nini.
Mimi nataka tu nijue. Mimi naumia.
But even looking at cause Juzi we were asking whether the industry is a bit harsher to females than even males. Is it harsh to females? But then like actually the industry is just harsh to all the up and coming.
Nah, but believe me, you wouldn't want to be a female in the Kenyan industry. The industry is crazy for female. Let me tell you, first of all, mademu struggle with the basic fact that ata producer anataka ulale na yeye ndo a record song. Una get as in vitu za ujinga kama you want to take your song to a radio station, you're told
the producer wants
tupatane after show.
The producer wants to suck some dick first.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like for women, first of all, it's you see the struggles now we have we can cluster it and say like young guys are struggling in the industry. But now the struggle, you see what us guys together as young artists have, now women is like double or triple. Because there's so much. Generally, not just even as musicians, hata dem kutembea tu kwa barabara tao ni struggle. Msichana utembea na uoga ya manze and then people can't call, like it's just hard being a woman generally. Me, I would never I thank God that I don't go through that.
You were born a guy
but respect every woman, man. Respect every woman. You guys don't know half of the shit these women go through.
Yes.
Mimi acha nikupe example bros. Easy dread zangu mimi na salon kwa dryer. mi upiga nduru kama katoto, and then women wanasoma gazeti kwa dryer na wako hapo 1 hour. Mimi niko hapo 10 minutes ama niliwax juu ya hii video. Nilipiga manduru guys. Niliwax kifua yangu inakaa shamba. Bila kuwax kifua yangu ni shamba.
So uliwax kifua?
Ilibidi bro, sasa ningeweka kifua.
Wewe mazee joto.
Yes. Kwa pole. Nini? But I'm like
unataka tu imagine nini hizi?
Dumina wa shotu vile madem ni wabaya. Amwezi hata ule uchungu wao upitia mwezi.
So nakumbuka when we had an episode that is yet to air,
we're
basically talking about the film industry.
Yes.
Na Erosha Luliza. So now, assuming I've made a film, I have it. How do I make my money back? So I've invested money, I've bought cameras, I've paid actors, to my shoot, to my fans, How do I get money back? So if you brought back that to the music industry, so now, because the main challenge is, say hakuna content, muziki mko nayo. But issue ni make dough back, ama yenye dough mnaweza make dough, invest in better quality production.
Before one say swali, kwanza tuseme wale watu wanafaa kupigwa mabari, tulikuwa sema watu kupigwa mabari. Au mtu akisema Kenya music haina content.
Mimi kwanza
ni mtu wa bari.
Umesha niambia kitu. Mimi anyway, extra ni boy wangu lakini
bari.
Ukicheza na chakula yangu mimi Fidel, mimi charisma, mimi. This is my livelihood, bro. Don't see that kind of shit, man. Don't tell us we don't have content because all you listen to is crap.
And you know the most weird thing is he has like a few songs to back it up on his Instagram, and I'm like, there's always such music, but it's not what we are pushing.
Here's the question: why? And this is the attitude we have as Kenyans. We hate ourselves. Why would you go to the depths of YouTube to get trash music when you can go to the depths of YouTube to get beautiful music and share it on your platform? Like why don't we have the same energy to share good stuff?
You know, sometimes the lie is just attractive.
Exactly. And you see, I realized
it's more attractive, it's more beautiful, the lie is just more beautiful.
Here's the thing I realized with our industry, the difference between our industry and Nigeria and TZ. You know the problem with Kenyans, and sometimes I'm sorry if you have a problem.
You don't have to be sorry actually.
Yeah. Here's my issue with Kenyans, We have this thing in our heads. We think Nigeria and TZ don't have trash music. They do.
But we only see the good music.
And you know why? Because Nigerians and Tanzanians have an amazing attitude of, if this music is trash, we won't support it. We'll just linger it. And then what do? We concentrate on what's good. You know, in Kenya, it's the opposite.
Kama ni mbaya na trend.
Exactly.
Wacha nikushokitu wa Rosh, ukitaka kutrend, toa ngoma mbaya.
You don't talk about you.
Dude, and put a bunch of asses all over the video. You will trend.
But sasa ni talkability. And we have to go back to his question to digress. Watu walikuwa wanasema if I think it's Tafari alikuwa anasema if it's a bad song, even if it has 2 views on YouTube. If it has 1 million views, it's a bad song.
Still a bad song.
If it's a good song
and has 2,000 views,
it's still a good song. So it's really just choosing what to support.
Exactly.
So alikuwa ameuliza swali before to digress.
Because mimi nilikuwa nimesema, so my thing is
we want to make money.
Now we want to support, let me talk about our own generation, just our age mates who are really dope, painting, doing music, acting and whatever. So because the main challenge here is the craft itself is not making money, so it's not self-sufficient. You know, we have so many guys who could do very nice music, but who ended up kila mtu akona raw strong, keep it going, like some good stuff. There's so many people I know who are talented in different fields, but just because they couldn't make money out of it and they have bills and everything to pay, not everyone is willing to sacrifice 10 years. So now how do we structure our industry? Just as sisi now, we forget about the noninis, the octopizos. How do we find solutions for ourselves? Like for the young people. I know, that's why nimesema noninis.
I think first of all, at the moment we're not able to do it. Let's just start at that point. Like the industry is not supporting us. So the thing that needs to happen.
But who is the industry, Fidel?
This is something we were discussing on a thread. I was telling people we keep focusing on our energy on the media owners and media people, not realizing these people are running a business.
So whatever makes money for them,
they will do it. So the only thing we can do is to go to the policy makers, and that's the only way it's gonna work. The reason why Nigerian is here above us is because that's what they did. Because you can abuse Adele forever and Shafi on their Instagrams and Twitters, and they won't do jack shit. These people have been abused since Kitambo, you know. So do you know who we should be ranting to? The CS, his name is Wario.
Not
Wario. What's this guy for?
For sports music and culture. Yeah, that guy.
forgotten his name.
We'll find it.
We need to make noise. These are the people we're supposed to be ranting at. The guys from CAK, you know, the people who it's constitutional that Kenyan music, Kenyan content has to be 60% on all these stations.
No, it hasn't been passed.
It is constitutional. It's actually constitutional.
But it's not being
Trust me,
enforced.
my guys.
I don't see that.
I am a lawyer, guys. It is constitutional that we're meant to have 60% local content.
Yeah.
You understand? The problem is the bodies that are meant to see through this whole process don't do it. You know, because they've been given cash handouts. Like we were at MJC actually discussing this thing, and the guy from one guy from NRG was like, I mean, we all know in the media that we're meant to have 60% a 60% quota on local content, but no one follows it up, so we don't do it.
So the enforcement is the problem.
That's the problem. So we need policymakers to actually act. So we're focusing our energy on the wrong people. Shafi won't change anything.
But
those people are big fans. You saw the video by the Kiss guys.
Let me ask her.
Anima fans were Diamond. Legit.
If because what I'm looking at is a complete overhaul. Because let's talk about music specifically.
Yeah.
There's money that comes into the industry.
Yes.
Yeah. These bodies, what is the new body that has replaced MCSK? Akina PRISK, Akina Nani. So these guys collect money from media stations.
Yeah,
all media stations pay
they actually
an
don't
annual
pay.
fee. They pay.
They've refused to pay. Trust me, the broadcasters have refused to pay. Like legit, they have said they are not paying. There's only one broadcaster that's paying. It's I think it's Royal Media that's paying alone. All the others have refused to pay.
But now, when someone refuses to pay and they're supposed to pay,
so
then it means
you see, policymakers are not clamping down on these people.
Because my thing is, one, we know there's X amount of money that comes in.
Yeah.
Like these guys collect money literally from everywhere. Matatus, barber shops, from stations and all these people.
Yeah.
So there's money that is collected but does not get to the artist.
Yeah,
which
for sure.
means we can actually trace back and hold a few people accountable. Because the thing about this country is a lot of things.
Accountability.
Exactly, there's no accountability. So many things don't happen. People will talk about it online, but no one will actually follow up with action.
Yeah.
So as soon as 5 billion gets lost, we know how the money disappeared, but no one is ever held accountable. There's more money that will keep getting lost.
So tumesema watu wanakota pesa na wanasema wengine hawalipi.
So
from your point, from where you're sitting, kwanza let's start with as a musician. Give us how could musicians make money, and then where are the loopholes, and then what do you think could be done?
First of all, we need the policymakers to actually work for us. We need the policymakers to get to a point where they're being held accountable. Because because you see, what you're saying is the same thing. MCSK and whoever are collecting money, but it's not getting to the artists. So who are the people we can go to? Policymakers. Broadcasters are not paying the CMOs money for artists. Why are they not paying? Who's meant to do to clamp on them?
How much money has accumulated that they haven't
policymakers. The 60% quota is not being followed. Who are not doing their job? The policymakers. So the one common factor that's there is those guys. Secondly, these CMOs are run by thieves.
And the same guys. MCSK, but the MCSK
I don't even see Nonini. What is this body that Nonini is trying to push through? Because I honestly don't want to see that.
Nonini is in Safcom.
PRISK.
He resigned. It was very dramatic. I saw it online.
But now, so that's why. So do we need? Let me ask: is it possible for us to form our own body of young creatives, get it registered, and then we collect royalties?
We can't form a CMO. We can, but a CMO is a heavy process, because let me tell you, the problem with CMOs,
the approval is going back to the same people. And let me tell you,
Mpake was formed because Mpake was the one that was given the license by Kikobo last year. But you see, Mpake wasn't able to do anything because what happened is MCSK went to court and got an injunction. So Mpake couldn't do anything the whole year. After the year, Kekobo gives back the license to MCSK. So you see, Mpake is as good as done. It's a wrap. So the only thing we can do, and this is the one thing now I can fault artists. We're also very lazy. That's the basic truth. You wanna hear? We're very lazy. We don't know shit about at like we're talented but hatujui kitu tunaweza ibiwa tu.
We know the music
but not the
industry,
business.
but not the music business.
You know,
All
so
right.
I was telling people, first of all, for example, the president asked for a meeting. You know, it's so crappy that the Play K music debate was done by urban artists. That's just the truth. It wasn't done by people who are doing
Mugithi,
Kativoi, Uko, or
They received help.
Isukuti in Western. You know, it was us guys who are doing urban music, especially in urban areas, yeah? And it got to the president's ear, one way or the other. So if the president is asking for a meetup, it should be with guys from the urban industry. Yeah. But the president held a meetup, and of course, and this is the point that now we need to realize, we need to form a union. Because the president won't come and sit down with Airosh, Charisma, the band, you can't sit down with everyone. Yeah. So we need a union to speak for us.
But the union that now represents us in those presidential meetings now is the same old people
who
are not really going to make any difference.
And now, that's the only thing we can actually form a union. We might struggle to form MCSK, but we can form a union. And it's something I'm actually doing. It's something that's, the groundwork is being done. And it's something we're doing. And it's going to happen. Because in that meeting, it's guys from those guys who do that kind of music, they're called River Road artists, quote unquote, and they make so much money. And these people don't know about Kenyan music not being played.
Because they get played.
They get airplay.
Because they have stations that only play that kind of music.
Exactly.
So their music automatically gets channeled.
So even the discussion was diluted. It wasn't about getting a quota for Kenyan music.
Do you know what, you guys, what we need to do is, as the young creatives, if we can find a way of coming together, synergy is what we need.
Yes.
So that if all of us join our efforts together, we make.
Just repeat. What do we need?
Synergy.
Tell them, guys.
Should I also So, because I'm thinking, I know very good musicians, I know good photographers, I know good videographers, I know good painters, all these people.
Yes.
If we can, all of us come together and join forces, then we'll make noise that is so big that we cannot be ignored. You see, the same way they say a political revolution comes with blood, like it's inevitable because it's going to face a lot of opposition.
Yes.
And
so now what we need here is a revolution, but now instead of fighting people, we can actually come together and make so much noise. Can you imagine his new song if all of us put that song on our socials? We talked about it, we called radio and requested. I mean, it's a point we cannot be ignored.
They can't
but now if we hate ourselves,
then we
and just to add on to that, musicians need to come together, because that's another thing we struggle with, or even artists or creatives in general. Because there's a time we tried doing something and we had done, like we were almost nearing the point where it was coming to fruition.
I remember that.
Yeah, and do you know what stopped the whole process? No. This is something I dreamt of like for a long time, and it was actually happening. And then the reason why it didn't happen is because people were asking who's starting and who's going to be the closing act. I can't be in the middle, I want to be. And then I was just like,
bro, how many simungenipatia kazi?
Do you know my guy? Do you know what I said?
Utapanga kidictator.
Wase hawakutaka mpaka mimi nikawa show le band itaanza, we don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Just
like we'll even cut and raise, but
it's not even cut and raising. That's the problem. We have a bad mentality of Nikki perform kwanza
mimi ndo cut and raise. Mimi just to make it.
But
But let me ask, since you mentioned le band already. So I know if it works like that thing, the duck on the wall.
Yeah.
Talks like a duck on the wall
and
behaves like a duck on the wall. It could be a duck.
It's not a duck.
I know it's not.
We'll get that away, but it's not a duck.
Oh fuck!
Can the cameras pull?
I
that's
thought
definitely not a
that
duck.
was. Oh my gosh! So
Anyway,
so then it is a duck.
Yeah.
What's happening to the band, bro?
The band is working, bro.
The band is working.
No, for real. No, I'm being for real with you guys. The thing is, I think just being an artist is about growth.
Say that again.
Yeah,
it's about growth.
Growth. Being an artist.
I heard it's a bad growth.
No. Being an artist is about growth. Yeah, and we are working on an album at the moment as a group, and we wanted to take a break because, as Airosh is saying, as I'm saying, as you're saying, this industry is just a lot of work.
High pressure.
Yeah, and you see, us guys, we got a big break with us, and to be, I'll tell you guys here today.
I thought you guys are doing so well.
That's true.
You had
that's true.
Bro.
No, that's
you
true. And I won't lie to you, us guys are getting gigs and everything, but it's so high pressure because we're always trying to catch up with the industry. or trying to keep up with the industry or give, you know. So we felt like it's time for us guys to take a break and just work on music in a PSA too. Because let me tell you, at some point I was losing my psyche for music because it was becoming more of a job than something I enjoy doing.
Alright.
Because there's so people are like,
I think the young kids need to hear
yeah,
that. It's
people
becoming
are
more of a job and something you love doing.
Yeah, and people constantly are on your DMs. You've chucked a song 2 weeks ago, guys are like, where's that one? Yeah, I'm just like, hey guys, wacha tufanye hii mziki, and we had, now us guys had gotten into that space where now we were doing what people wanted.
Like a song every 1 month.
Yeah, like
there's not cloud chasing.
Yeah, now we're going with them like to now satisfy.
Gotcha.
It doesn't now come
That's
from
very
a point
dangerous
of,
for an artist, bro.
And it became exhausting. Personally, for me, it became exhausting because I wasn't enjoying. Even going on stage, I used to wake up. We're going for gigs, just like I felt like I was going to school again, you know.
And so usually it's more like, I can't wait for this show.
Yeah, you wanna go on stage and have fun. You go for you see how, and then even our interviews are pathetic. I was saying how we normally go for interviews and the questions are, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a baby mama?
Tell me.
And then a 30-minute
Tell me
interview.
the challenges of coming
To be honest, I'm sorry to cut you off. To be honest, I know the template. It's gonna be hi, what's your name? What inspires you?
How did your name? How did you come up with your name?
Start? What does this name mean? It's always the same.
And then have you ever been in a situation where like you've been at an interview once with someone, he asks you the questions, where did your name come from? How did you start? Then the next time you go to that interview, it's the same questions.
Let me ask, now that you mentioned about you guys taking a break. So this is how I see breaks work. And I have history. I can give examples.
You're going to talk about
till the end of the day. I'm talking about not even Elani. I'm not even going to give examples. This is just a band, right? So now all of you are doing solo careers. You have a popping song. Joel is gonna drop something, maybe Man with the Bass, Ken is gonna drop something. By the end of the year, all of you have maybe bangers as single musicians. How does the getting back together work?
It's because we're already actually working on we're like in song 20 something of the album. We're recording 40 songs so that we can slash to 15 songs.
40 to slash to
15. Yeah, because you see, I think that's how an album works. Because not everything you write is good.
Because when I said 40, I thought maybe you're doing a double
double release.
Double album.
Kenyans can't listen to 40 songs. Me, like there's a Chris Brown album that has my guy. I've never finished that album.
Even 21 songs, King Kaka album had 21 songs. I think our concentration span is don't give me 21 songs at once, please.
That's why people like Bruno Mars are smart. Bruno does an album for 9 songs.
And
9,
7.
And you listen to all those songs like he's paid you.
And you're like, and actually you're gonna repeat them. But now don't give me 21 songs at once, please.
Or you just become an idiot like Diamond and give us an album that's a collection, not even an album.
Yes.
Songs you've been releasing for the past 4 years and then you cluster them.
And you say that's an album.
Yeah, it's an album.
So what's the way forward for you?
The way forward for me is me and my Mau. Me,
I love that.
I think I've realized. You see, this fight we're doing right now, it's not for us.
It's not about us, actually.
Yeah, we're not gonna enjoy the way people who are gonna come after us are gonna enjoy it.
But we have to make it happen.
And it needs to happen.
Because if you don't make it, then still have to go through the same struggle.
Me, to be honest, the one thing I don't want is, for example, I get a child and they wanna go through this process of being a creative or a musician, and they go through the same things I'm going through. I think that for me will just signify that I'll have failed as a musician. Because if we aren't able to make things better for them, what is it that we can say about ourselves? That we made good music. How many musicians have done that? But how many people have actually changed an industry?
And also let me, because I know we may be chasing time and all that. I feel like the music industry holds up most of the other creative industries, to be honest. So how do we bring everyone else into this and tell them, yo, we are fighting for this music, not just as musicians, but because the muziki inajenga films, inajenga graphic design, like videographers, all these guys who make videos.
We talked about like you have now you want to do a video, you pay a director, and the same director, he wants to be the set designer, he wants to be.
But it's because there's not enough money to go around.
But can I tell you what? I think it's the truth. Let me be honest. So now you go, assuming you're a video director, and sometimes I feel for people because I come through and I have 100K. So if this guy wants to get a set director, a stylist, atabaki na how much? 5,000 ama 2,000. Na labda anamtoi nyumbani mwenye anaenda chuo. Na get. But what I'd say is believe in Kenya. I think the thing about the quota about Kenya needs to be, for me, as telling someone, it's not just about Kenyan music. It's not 80% local music. It's 80% of everything. Job opportunities. I don't understand how a foreigner will come to Kenya and get a job before a Kenyan. You know, even if it's in law or in teaching, field, whatever, you know, fields, it shouldn't be that way. Like 80% should be all like, do you know? I think is it Rwanda? Rwanda has a law where everything basically kila kitu lazima kuwe local.
Magufuli is checking all foreigners who own companies that don't have I don't know what percentage of Tanzanian as employees.
Because ask yourself,
them, you don't need you here.
If my video that I shot with John So cost me 100 G's. What would Jonso do if I gave him the 1 million that people go to Nigeria to give clients? Yeah. And you see, it's a bit, there's double standard when we say support Kenyan music or play Kenyan music. And Jonso, you want to go shoot in Nigeria. You don't want to uplift that video director in Kenya. But you want Kenyans to uplift your music. You see how
actually, because me I've had a conversation with John So when I've shot music and I don't have money
and it comes through.
And he always comes through, and I not have a small. I'll come and tell him I have a small budget. And one day he was like, "Yo, me, I don't mind supporting you, man. Me, I'll support you. But the problem is, one day you will make money,
and then you go to Clarence.
And then we'll end up after Clarence." So, and I think it has happened to him a lot.
Yes.
So for him to be like, so what do we do?
Yeah. So that's the problem. So we need to be about it, really.
So now what are you listening to at the moment, apart from your song, please?
Apart from my song?
Yes.
Wow. I love Jivu's new song. Called Struggle. What? That song is flames. And I love Just Imagine Africa's China. Man, I don't know, China. Let me tell you, Mugo is just... I didn't know Mugo could rap. Mugo is on another level because he's very creative and aggressive. Which is an amazing
thing. That's just like my EP is coming out this year.
Yes. Oh yeah?
Badman Chick.
Hey, flame them. Burn them.
Damn that.
Takona kwa timeline ya Extendel.
Yeah, man. Yes. So I think lately I've been vibing to a lot of hip hop and I also, there's one song that's been stuck on my mind for the longest is Pretty Little Fears by
J. Cole and Black.
Yeah. I love the vibes, man. It's just some fire vibes and then be this music. I think when you work with someone, you start to appreciate them more.
Yes.
And you want to hear about their music more, you know. So yeah, I'm vibing to a bunch of people. Wendy Kemunto, she has dope music. Yeah.
Okay. I know Rush is listening to Tatema. Just say
me, honestly,
nachukia your song.
Yeah, serious.
For real. But no, I've never been able to vibe with it. I've never been able to vibe with TZ music. Like, first of all, I don't understand.
That's why
basically, like,
you know, this guy had to take it pole and break it down.
Mimi kwanza sijui kupigana nyembe. What the hell?
What are you saying?
As in, what does Tetema mean even?
Yo.
They're basically talking about fucking.
But the whole song is about being
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had. If you listen to it slowly,
having sex.
It's all about
straight up, like all their songs is just about.
Yeah. They try to put some Sheng words.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, we'll break it down for you.
After you.
Honestly, I'm listening to you right now.
Gosh.
I've been listening to you for the last 2 weeks.
So you're making yourself lash.
Yeah.
It's a lie. It's showbiz. Yes, I've been listening to you and to Jivu at the moment. That's what I'm listening
Jivu
to
is heavy.
Right now.
Yes. Listen to Jivu music, guys. Struggle is a bomb track.
Yeah. So, you? Wewe unasikiza nini? Ama unatafuta ama unakutafuta mwa Kenya?
Mzee kwa YouTube.
Ameenda kuangalia Kenya.
Because I didn't know the name of the song. So I'm listening to Jivu for sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting to make cut across.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to Black. I heard that new song called Quota.
Oh, nice. But Jivu are amazing, guys.
Sawa, sawa.
Mbona sisi wa bigi?
Haya, tuambie zile vitu za social media basi tufanye kitu.
Hallelujah hit everywhere. Hallelujah.
Umesema Luya hit?
Yes.
Luya hits. Yeah.
As in seriously?
Moto, bro.
Luya hits. It's
Band
true, you have to
deal.
handle
Yeah.
across everywhere. But charisma on
Yes,
iTunes.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's just because charisma was taken.
Oh, on iTunes, but ingekuwa
Adu yani imechukuliwa kila mahali social
Online.
media sources.
Wow, okay.
So
So,
charisma everywhere.
Everywhere
Yeah.
and Luya hits.
Yeah.
Mimi I'm Erosh official on Insta. Remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up.
Because we are amazing.
Yeah, because we are dope as fuck. So
Make sure you
Yes.
say that.
Yes.
and also give us a thumbs up,
try.
leave a comment. Yeah.
And we are Just Kidding Podcast across all social media handles. I go by that guy Chats. Until next week. Bless.
Thing recording.
Hey, pause. What the
Focus.
Who say that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Listen up.